Right now, you are being lied to. Half of your feed is screaming that Bitcoin is about to break $100,000 and create the greatest wealth transfer in human history. The other half? They're quietly packing their bags, warning of a catastrophic blood-in-the-streets crash back to 40,000. The smart money is moving, the retail traps are set, and the next 48 hours will define the rest of your cycle. Welcome to the crypto battle. Today, we put 15 of the biggest minds in the industry into the ring. Bulls versus bears. 3 brutal rounds. Short-term chaos, the macro supercycle, and the institutional war. By the end of this video, you will know exactly who is swimming naked. Stick around for the final verdict, because missing this could cost you everything. Let's get ready to rumble.
Yes, I will talk about my trades. I will talk about some pretty annoying mistake.
Money printing. That is the only solution they have.
Bitcoin is pumping right now.
This is not looking like a bear market structure.
Is that it is getting very close to 50-50 that we're going to end this bear market.
Round 1. The current price action. Bitcoin is knocking on the door of 79,000. But is this a breakout or a fake out? In the bull corner, Josh from Crypto World is calling a massive technical breakout. He sees the S&P 500 hitting all-time highs as the ultimate tailwind. We've got a confirmed 3-day trend reversal, the first since 2025. His target? A straight shot to $86,000. But Bitcoin Hyper is slamming the brakes. He's looking at the exact same chart and seeing a slaughterhouse. He warns this pump has exactly 1 candle left. Money is leaving the market while selling pressure builds. Hyper is licking his chops, preparing a sniper short entry at $78,500 to catch the liquidity trap and ride it back down to the $76,000 golden pocket. It's a sniper duel. Carl the Moon is currently riding a massive 38% profit long, laughing at the bears. Why? The daily RSI just hit COVID crash levels of oversold. He's targeting $95,000, but Crypto Rover is calling his bluff. Rover sees momentum dying at the EMA ribbon and is putting his money where his mouth is. He's preparing a jaw-dropping $8 million short position, betting on a massive sell-in-May capitulation. And caught in the crossfire? MMCrypto. Chris admits he got emotionally flushed out of his $64,000 long. He's bruised, but holding a 30 times position, refusing to flip fully bullish until we get a daily close above $78,000. Until then, it's a no man's land. Round 2. Zoom out. Are we in the golden era of crypto, or walking blindly into a macroeconomic wood chipper? Lark Davis is screaming, "Golden zone!" Backed by Tom Lee's predictions, Lark says the next 18 to 24 months will be the best bull run of our lifetimes. The 2-week RSI is in a historical reversal zone, a signal that has always marked a global bottom. Crypto Jebb backs him up, tracking over 34,000 BTC snatched up by institutions. Jebb says if we clear the resistance band, the supply squeeze will liquidate billions and rocket us to $110,000 by late 2026. But wait, the macro bears are bringing the winter. Jason Pizzino issues a terrifying warning. Retail is blinded by stock market highs, ignoring the 18-year real estate cycle and drying volume. He calls this pump a slow grind into a trap and expects a brutal retest of $40,000. Crypto Kid agrees, warning that market makers are weaponizing the supercycle narrative. He expects a fake out to $85,000 just to trap the late longs, followed by a devastating cost of living crash down to $60,000. And what about Ivan on tech? He's chilling with a massive war chest in cash. His money line indicator says this pump is a bluff. Ivan doesn't gamble, he waits for confirmation. He's ready to deploy whether we crash to $40,000 or rocket to $1 million. Round 3, the fundamentals. War in the Middle East. Bank regulations. The money printer. George from CryptosRUs uncovers the real war. The Clarity Act. Banks are terrified of losing trillions to high-yield stablecoins. George says this regulatory battle is the final boss before a massive supply-led breakout. And Altcoin Daily says, The US military is officially running a Bitcoin node for national security. Combine that with bears paying 6% funding rates to short the market, and Aaron sees the biggest short squeeze of the decade forming.
But what about the geopolitical chaos?
Thomas Kralow warns of a critical dollar shortage and extreme 48-hour volatility from the US-Iran tension. He expects either a massive squeeze or a recession dump, hedging his bets with DEX bots. Satoshi Stacker ignores the noise. He sees sellers utterly exhausted and points to a $1 trillion corporate buyback wall of liquidity. And closing out the round, the House of Crypto brings the masterclass. Comparing Bitcoin to the 9,000% Ravecoin pump, he proves that spot sellers are already gone. The market is thin. Global liquidity is rising. The smart money is grinding this market higher to $85,000, systematically punishing every single shorter in its path. The verdict. The bears are leaning heavily on macroeconomic fears and short-term exhaustion, preparing multi-million-dollar shorts at $79,000. But the bulls have the undeniable backing of institutional accumulation, extreme oversold metrics, and a terrifying lack of exchange supply. Our ultimate consensus? The $78,500 to $80,000 zone is a minefield. If the bears win, we flush to $60,000. But if the bulls break $80,000, there is nothing but empty air and billions in liquidations all the way to $100,000. The trap is set. Which side of history will you be on? Drop your prediction in the comments right now, subscribe, and survive the market. We'll see you the next video.